What's up, man? I want to talk about the New England Patriots versus the Kansas City Chiefs game. Tom Brady did it again, man. This is Tom Brady. What? This is eight Super Bowl in what 18, 19 years. Uh, man, this is crazy, man. But look, when I broke down this game, I told people that the reason why I was picking New England because I knew Bill Belichick was going to have some new looks and some schemes to get to Patrick Mahomes because he understood, like I understood, that after the Chiefs lost Kareem Hunt, that the Chiefs were one dimensional in the sense that they didn't have to worry about a running back running the football, actually running the football. Now, the Chiefs have a couple good backs that kind of, they do a little bit here and there. Patrick Mahomes passes the ball to them at the backfield and things of that nature, but they are not Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt presents so many matchup problems on the football field, offensively, and puts your defense in a bind because he can line up outside as a wide receiver. He can run between the tackles with power, and he has speed. He just dynamic. You know what I'm saying? And you cannot replace that. And the scheme of that also with Kareem Hunt back there, it also helps Travis Kelsey. It helps Hill, and it helps Sammy Watkins. But since they had no Kareem Hunt, Bill Belichick was all out on the blitz, on the blitzes. Now they didn't sell out. They blitz here and there. They blitz with linebackers and things of that nature. And a lot of times the defensive line got to Patrick Mahomes. It was a couple plays that one Patrick Mahomes he had missed the guy out the backfield. I don't know how he missed him. He threw the ball like 5 yards in front of the guy. The guy was wide open. You could see Travis Kelsey holding up the touchdown sign because the guy was so wide open. I don't know how Patrick Mahomes missed him. I don't know. I can't explain how he missed him. And then there was another one when Patrick Mahomes took a bad sack. He took a bad sack, and the Chiefs were in field goal range, and that 15-yard sack he took, which he should have got rid of the football, took him out of field goal range. So that was like 10 points right there. And when you playing a team like New England, you have to capitalize on that. You seen last year in the Super Bowl when the Eagles played the Patriots that the Eagles capitalized on everything and they needed all of that to win. You cannot you cannot leave points out there on the field against the New England Patriots, Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, because they will make you pay. And they did. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady, uh, as a matter of fact, in the beginning of the game, New England controlled the clock. And you know how New England controlled the clock? Running the football. And I told people, yes, these offenses are putting video game numbers up. But when it comes down to winning and in the playoffs, that running game is key. Running game and defense. Football is still about that running game and that defense. Yes, you have to pass the ball because we're in an era of, prolific passing. Yes, you have to pass the ball. But when you playing a Bill Belichick team in the playoffs and you trying to pass the ball 50 times, 40 times, 45 times, that's not a good recipe for success. Because Bill Belichick is already going to take what I'm saying, what you do best and limit it. And what he did with the Kansas City Chiefs, yes, Kansas City Chiefs did have some explosive plays, but they didn't have a lot of sustained drives. It was either explosive plays, score, or nothing. And I believe the New England Patriots had the ball, almost doubled at what the Kansas City Chiefs had, and that's simply because New England controlled, they controlled the first half of the game with the running game with Sonny Michel. They had a head that I think his name is Moorhead and White, and they even brought Patterson in. So they controlled the line of scrimmage. And that's another thing. Football is run on that line of scrimmage, man, in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? Between the defensive line and the offensive line. And yesterday, the Patriots offensive line whipped the Kansas City Chiefs defensive line. Just whipped them. And you can see in overtime how when Tom Brady marched down the field that all the Kansas City Chiefs defensive line especially had their hands on their hip, because when you running the football like that, it's demoralizing when a team cannot stop the run. It's not really demoralizing when you can't stop the pass. It's more so demoralizing when you can't stop the run, because that's more of a physical in your face type thing. It's like we out manning you. We're taking your wheel. We're going to run this ball down your throats, and there's nothing you can do about it. And New England Patriots was running the ball up the gut. A couple of their touchdowns, they ran the ball up the gut, and they didn't run the ball on a perimeter as much. They ran the ball straight at the Kansas City Chiefs defense. Now, the Kansas City Chiefs defense was playing better of late, like the last 3-4 weeks maybe, but overall, the Kansas City Chiefs defense has been really almost non-existent. I mean, Patrick Mahomes had to put up video game numbers, in a lot of their big wins for them to win, and a lot of their wins for them to win. But when you're playing, against New England and Bill Belichick has a chance to see you for the second time. Now, New England did beat Kansas City in the first matchup during the regular season. It was a high-scoring game, but what Bill Belichick got from that game is that he has to get to Patrick Mahomes. You have to get to Patrick Mahomes, and this game made it no doubt about it. This game made it much easier for the Patriots, because the absence of Kareem Hunt did not give the Chiefs that extra dynamic playmaker. And like I said, see, the Patriots and Bill Belichick has seen this before. They seen it with Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning used to pass the ball 40-45 times against New England when they in their matchups. And, Bill Belichick used to spank Peyton Manning a lot. They spanked Peyton Manning a lot. He got through and won one Super Bowl, and he competed for another one against the Saints. So he got through 2 times versus the Patriots, but for the most part, the Patriots own Peyton Manning. So, yes, Patrick Mahomes is a little bit more athletic than Peyton Manning, but Bill Belichick knows how to deal with a volume quarterback with arm talent like that, because they seen Peyton Manning. So it was like nothing that they wasn't accustomed to game planning for. So, look, the Patriots, they did it again. I know early in the season, I kept telling people, you cannot count the Patriots out. Don't count the Patriots out until you see somebody dethrone them or beat them. For people to get on TV, I guess it's popular for people to say, oh, the Patriots are done. This is the year Brady going to fall off the cliff. No, Tom Brady is not what he used to be. No, the man is, 40 years old. No, he's not what he used to be when he was 35 or 30 or 25 or 20. None of us is what we used to be when we were younger. Yes, he has age, but he still can make plays. Bill Belichick and the offensive coordinator, what's the guy name? Forget the guy name. I know his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. But they develop, pass plays for Tom Brady to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Short passes with those short, quick receivers like Julian Edelman and Hogan. I mean, Hogan is not short, but those guys that can run routes and get open. I believe yesterday the Patriots had 35, 36 first downs. That's dominant. That's a dominant performance. Now, and I have to favor the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I have to favor them in the Super Bowl for the simple fact they play in the Rams team that has a young quarterback, and what Bill Belichick has 2 weeks to game plan, because now it's 2 weeks in between the Super Bowl, because they finna have a Pro Bowl and they're gonna have a Super Bowl. So it's 2 weeks for Bill Belichick to sit there and game plan for Jared Goff and break down the tape of Jared Goff. So one thing the Rams do have in their favor that will throw a little monkey wrench is that they have 2 running backs that can control the clock just like the Patriots have. They have Anderson and they had Todd Gurley, of course. So they have the recipe to do what New England did to Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? They have the recipe now. Will they use it? Will they use their two-headed monster back there? I know Todd Gurley. I think Todd Gurley is still hurt, is still hampering an injury, but the 2 weeks should give him uh, a, enough time to me to probably get closer to 100%. But I have to favor